actually shot it. Bro, this whole time I thought I was gonna be clickbaited. I thought he was just drawing the gun and flexing it or whatever. He actually shot it. Guys, believe me when I say I'm actually genuinely surprised he shot it. How stupid can he be? Bro, you are at a party where you're the damn star. There are cameras everywhere. There was no self-defense clause in this. Why the hell would you actually shoot it?
Oh my god. Bro.
Alright, y'all, so about 2 days ago, former NFL star Antonio Brown was confronted by some Muslims apparently at an Adin Ross event. It ended up in a shootout and everything got shot up. So I didn't get to see anything about what happened. I don't know. This is really the first I'm hearing about it, if I'm being so honest. So we finna react together. Y'all already know how it is. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, check out my other channel and my Instagram. And other than that, we finna react to this right now and see what we got going on with Antonio Brown. Let's get it.
Antonio Brown has finally completed his crash out mission, bruh. He's been trying to ruin his life for about 5 years now. He finally succeeded.
Bro, he hella out of
Tonight,
pocket.
his life is officially over. If the accusations the police are saying is true. Antonio Brown was at Adin Ross' brand risk fight event where he pays influencers to fight each other. While at this brand risk fighting event, Antonio Brown was actually led away in cuffs.
Bro, this is the fall down of a lifetime, bro. He was an NFL star. Reduced to this, bro. That's crazy.
All of y'all watching this video.
Bro, who the hell is this kid in the background? Oh my,
all of y'all
shut
watching
up.
this video is wondering, what did Antonio Brown do this time, bruh? What kind of trouble did he get himself into? Lucky for y'all, I got the full story, okay? And it's not the cap y'all been seeing online. He wasn't jumped. They wasn't trying to snatch his chain. It's all cap. I got the full story from the horse's mouth himself.
You ever have a clip you just want to share with your friends? You can't go back in the game and the replay's gone forever. Outplayed has once
and people involved. The story actually connects to Kendrick Lamar in a strange way. I know Kendrick Lamar is involved in every pop culture event right now, bro. This man is on top. Shout out my brother Danza Project, man, because he provided all the footage, inside source, everything. He's the reason why this video is being made, because he put me onto a lot of game I didn't know. So you guys remember the guy who protested with the Palestinian flag at the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl performance? This guy right here, he was able to secure a role in the Super Bowl as a background dancer. And then when the Super Bowl started, he protested and showed the Gaza flag. Now, his entire mission is to spread Islam to as many people as he can, which is why this story is really crazy, because he was involved in an altercation with Antonio Brown that led Antonio Brown to be let off in handcuffs. His name is Zulkarnain. He shows up to a lot of these events with influencers, and he tries to have a conversation with them to enlighten them, let them know about Islam. He recently had an altercation with Charleston White where he pulled up on Charleston White to confront Charleston White about some things he has said in the past.
Stop confronting Charleston White. Everybody does it, and for some reason that man's like 100-0. Charleston White, he'll pepper spray you, he'll call police, he'll do everything. There's some people in this world, if they talk a lot of shit, you just gotta let them talk some shit. Like, I don't know. That's the problem, is everybody thinks you have to confront everything. If you want to do it in a normal way, sure, but if you really want to have a problem with everything everybody says, good luck. You're not changing everybody's minds about Islam, man. Some people are just gonna talk shit. Let them.
That was disrespectful about Islam, and that didn't really go too well because Charleston White refused to back down and he was disrespectful in person.
I don't believe in the crater, man. My mama believe in the crater.
I was at an event with him, so I pulled him to the side. He was respectful. I'm saying, why do you slander black Muslims and you blanket that statement on everyone?
Now you're falling for the trickery. No, I'm not falling. No. I'm telling you, all my Muslims from Rollo to all over.
And then he
Hey, I actually respect the way he did it, bro. This kind of scratches out what I just said. He's confronted him and he's having like a logical debate. All right, because look at him. He a big dude. He could really pummel this little ass old man. He really could, but he's not. So I just wanted to stop and say this is how, it's a cool way to handle it. I ain't gonna lie.
All my Muslim from Rollo to Allo.
And then he was, you know, calm in his talking and respectful and just saying that the people, he was talking only about the people he knows. And I reminded him of many of the great black Muslims, i.e.
You're gonna say
Malcolm X, Muhammad
Ali?
Ali,
Yeah.
who are international figures.
Everybody I know who claim Allah went to prison. Everybody. I don't know now. Born calling Allah. Everybody I know went to prison.
Hey.
Home, talking Allah.
Camera started coming up
yeah,
because we were talking.
but
and then that's when his whole demeanor changed. He started becoming a whoopus, a
that's a blanket
If
statement.
I'm gonna claim any religion, I'm going to white Jesus. I'm going to my mama's white Jesus.
cursing this, cursing that.
Hate for a motherfucker come to me talking on their way out the door and Allah sent him to me.
He admitted to being a hypocrite. He admitted to working for the devil. So this is a real kuffar. Not somebody that's not a Muslim, but somebody who rejects Islam and disbelieves. I was obligated to condemn him slandering black Muslims, and I told him, he's been warned. Protect yourself from the wrath of Allah.
He worried about what wrath, and I'm rejecting.
Now, when he brings it upon himself,
you can't.
just know that this was documented.
So what happened tonight is the brother tried to have a conversation with Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown wasn't going for it whatsoever.
What was the
Now,
convo
they
because
went
of?
back and forth, and after a few attempts of trying to have a conversation, Antonio Brown decided he was done trying to have a conversation. He wasn't getting his chain snatched. He didn't get jumped. Antonio Brown and his homies, they did the jumping. Antonio Brown swung on him, and when Antonio Brown swung on him, his entourage jumped in. So the Muslim brother is on the far right. He's currently surrounded by Antonio Brown and his entourage. Antonio Brown is being pulled away by the white security guard on your left. Antonio Brown falls down, gets back up.
This just shows me Antonio Brown and Ja Morant are two types of people that just, wow, I can't believe these created bots exist. Like, imagine getting to the NBA and NFL. You have enough money to never work a day in your life forever. You could live average person's life 5 times over and never work one motherfucking day. Not one damn day. And y'all just go out of your way. You work hard to throw your life in a recycling bin. For what? Like a YN image. Like they're trying to do this. I don't understand them, man.
Up and starts kicking the security guard. He's trying to figure out, yo, is he coming with any dudes? So he realizes, okay, the dude is trying to get away. Antonio Brown is separated from his entourage. His entourage follows the Muslim brother, and they start chasing him. This the part of the video you're about to witness the stupidity that got Antonio Brown called up. So dude is backing up. Dude is trying to get away, okay? He's done fighting. Y'all done jumped him. Y'all done beat him up already, bro. He's good. Now, he held his own, but he's good. Antonio Brown, homie in the green, squares up. He sees dude is backing up and trying to get away. He pursues the dude. Dude is still holding his face and his eye, being backed up by security. Antonio Brown comes out of nowhere, by the way, right? The situation is done. Antonio Brown, right here, right here, comes out of nowhere. Now, watch what's in his hand, people. Watch what's in his hand. Starts pursuing the dude with a gun. We're going to slow it down some more so y'all can really see him with the gun. This is no police stuff, all right? We're just doing the Lord's work, all right?
Yeah.
We're doing it. You see right there what's in his hand? He pursues
don't tell me he
with
actually-
a firearm. Dude is already out the building and he's gone. If you by chance do something to this guy, it's no longer self-defense, bro. The self-defense is...
Bro, he is working hard to get rid of his life. Bro, on camera, Antonio Brown whips out a gun and tries to run him down. Oh my God. Bro, that's worse than Ja Morant. That is worse than Ja Morant. Let's just get back to the video, bro.
out the window if you lay another hand on this dude or use that weapon on him. These are the bad decisions that led Antonio Brown to getting kicked out of the NFL.
Monday CRM has the best AI features in the game,
especially in sales.
hands down.
So for me, email.
Antonio Brown, when he left the Steelers, I think he had like a $30 or $40 million contract.
Oh my.
That all he had to do was
He blew everything for. He had a $30 to $40 million contract to not act like a dumbass. Bro, Bro, you know how much money that is? Bro, that's so much damn money. You will never work a day in your life. Your mom will never work a day in their life. Your kids will never work a day in their life. Dude, that is literally more money than you can spend in one lifetime. Damn. Oh my, dude, this whole like street culture YN shit is so damn influential and powerful that it makes people who have the chance to be richer than anybody else, any 99%. 99% of people will never even fucking touch a feather of what these people can touch. And the YN culture is so powerful that they choose it over the 30 and 40 fucking million dollars. Bro, if y'all don't see a problem with this, I don't know, man.
Just not get in trouble and get by training camp. He couldn't do that, and he lost that deal. Antonio Brown came back with the Bucks. He couldn't behave and lost that deal. So Antonio Brown is prone to bad decisions making. What's a really bad decision is in a packed venue, in a packed space, you pull out a firearm and you the bag, you the multimillionaire, and you got a bunch of raggedy dudes behind you, your entourage. Hey, bro, if push comes to shove, if you really are just bloodthirsty, you really just want to violate somebody or do them in, bro, you hand that pistol to one of your entourage, bro. Why are you paying them bum-ass ninjas for? If them bum-asses... I don't know them. I can't call them bums. But if them bums you with, bruh, can't hold the pistol, then why they around? Why are they around, bruh? So we're about to see the aftermath. So Antonio Brown runs away, has the gun.
Well, to be fair, that was not a situation in which somebody needed to even be shot. That situation, it was a conflict and a little jumping. See, this is the problem with the community we live in. It's like, look, people who are not in the streets fight sometimes, and people who are in the streets, they also fight. Everybody fights when they get upset. It's just common human nature, especially in men, right? But that's fine. The problem we have nowadays is that everybody will fight. Somebody will take the fight a little bit personal, right? And then we'll go grab a gun and just escalate the situation 10 times further than it really was. Look, the confrontation didn't need to turn into a fight, right? The fight itself should have just stayed at a fight, and then the gun being drawn. There was 3 damn events that could have been avoided to have the gun drawn. YNs are going to be YNs, though, bro. That's just how it works in this world. And like it or hate it, it is what it is.
In hand.
Snaggy, bro, where's Snaggy at?
Fucking Adin Ross. Oh, I gotta rewind, bro. I was paying attention to Adin.
Snaggy, bro, where's Snaggy at?
All right. He actually shot it. Bro, this whole time I thought I was going to be clickbaited. I thought he was just drawing the gun and flexing it or whatever. He actually shot it. Guys, believe me when I say I'm actually genuinely surprised he shot it. How stupid can he be? Bro, you are at a party where you're the damn star. There are cameras everywhere. There was no self-defense clause in this. Why the hell would you actually shoot it? Oh my God. Bro. This is the stupidest thing we have seen in sports probably ever. Bro, Antonio Brown, it's official. Look, he takes dumbass of the year. All right, he takes YN athlete of the year, bro, over John Morant. All right, it goes Antonio Brown, then John Morant. All right, and if you want to debate this, I will live stream with you, and we will sit there and debate who did the stupider shit over the past 5 years. This is different. I mean, yes, John Morant has done dumb shit, especially with guns, but this dumb ass just shot up a house party with hella people where he's the star, and he did this on camera. It doesn't get stupider than that. It doesn't. Fucking idiots, liptards, bro. Who the hell let him do this? Your friends is not your friends. Oh my God.
Hell no.
Get down. That shit not even cool, bro. Why the f y'all putting your hands on a beat, bro? That guy's got to go to. I'm gonna press charges
right now.
Why
Bro.
is he detained?
He's detained.
Why?
He's a fucking patient.
Guys, detained is fine.
No, well, detained is not arrested.
Yeah.
Well, he's the one who drew the gun. Am I like losing my mind, or was he not the one that drew the gun and shot it? What do you mean, why is he detained? If I saw that wrong, then forgive me for the whole rant I just went on. But as far as what I just saw, he pulled the gun and shot it. There's no longer self-defense. It's not that serious, bro. What do you mean you're going to press charges? Good luck with that.
But why? They're the ones who. What? Bro, what the f, bro?
I think at this point in time, everybody was under the belief that Antonio Brown was getting jumped or robbed for his chain, and that's not true at all whatsoever. That's
there you
not
go.
what took place at all. This was a conversation over religion that went bad. But here's the thing. Antonio Brown goes away with the gun. Shots went off. Police come, and they carry him away in cuffs.
Can you guys imagine the type of ignorance that we have today as humans, bro? Think about this. Today's world is so monumentally ignorant that we can have NFL stars that were worth $40 million have a religion debate, and it ends up being a shootout. How does that even make sense? We can have a debate about religion nowadays, and that debate turns into a shootout. That is the most ignorant shit I ever heard in my life. Bro, this world has actually completely fell apart. Like, seriously. The end of the world is coming. I've been saying
However, they apparently didn't have enough to arrest them right then and there.
Been involved in an accident that wasn't your fault? Yes. You're sitting
Skip
on a
that.
massive
I don't
payout
want
and
to see
don't
this.
even-
So they had to let him go. But that don't mean the investigation is over, to be honest, bro. All right.
Absolutely not.
Antonio Brown is on camera brandishing a firearm after a fight. Florida law states, first, understands that Florida law does not allow for the open carry of any handguns. If you display a handgun in a situation that cannot be legally justified as self-defense, you could be subject to criminal charges. Therefore, firearms cannot be openly carried. At the very least, Antonio Brown committed a crime that night. So let's now see Antonio Brown being detained and then released as a sign of no criminal charges is coming. Criminal charges could very well be coming like very shortly. Like as soon as the police go home and review everything, bro, criminal charges could be coming. Because at the very least, he brandished a firearm when there's no case for self-defense, bro. Like the dude was running away. The dude was trying to get away. Antonio Brown grabbed the firearm and pursued him. Now, people who were there are saying that Antonio Brown shot in the air. However,
it doesn't matter, bro. Like, obviously, we know he's not shooting to kill. Like, we didn't think that. I there's no way I would have thought that, but it does not matter. It just shows the level of stupidity. That's where I'm mad about. Look, I've been letting it go without commentary, but now I'm getting frustrated. It shows the level of stupidity that certain people have. Because you have such high status, fame, money, everything, and it shows that you are willing to blow that for some pop shots in the air. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, he already did blow a lot of that in so many different behavioral issues over the past 5 years, but it's like it shows he doesn't learn his lesson. He doesn't care. He continues to go to stupid events. He continues to be the star at stupid events and be the star for other reasons than being a famous athlete. That's what we see when we see shit like this. Ja Morant is in the same type of demographic as Antonio Brown too. They both are very unappreciative of the privileged positions they have. Because you guys have very special positions that 99.99% of people will never even get close to, and you are so unappreciative of it. And I think a part of that is because when people get rich young, they don't appreciate it as if they were rich when they were older. These two both got rich when they were young. So now that they got older, they never found the time to sit there and really bask in the luxury of it. And they never got a full appreciation for what they got. That's what I think of that.
There's no footage that I have, so I'm not going to put it on them. I'm not going to do the police work for them, all right? I have nothing against Antonio Brown. So here is footage of Antonio Brown actually making his way back, actually coming back to the warehouse that Adin Ross had the events at. And Antonio Brown actually goes on stream with Adin Ross, and he actually plays it pretty smart. He says, I don't know what happened. I have CTE.
They're letting him back in. You good, my boy? That is insane. He's back.
Bro, he's kind of small in person, bro.
Nothing. Hey, we left some blood out there, huh? There's niggas out there bleeding.
Just catch up. Nothing. I didn't see. Yeah, catch up.
Yeah, I got CT. I blacked out. I ain't know what happened. Blacked out, you heard? I blacked out, Adin.
I know you did.
I ain't know what happened.
I know.
Your eyes, man. Bring it came out.
Bring it up, bro. That was your...
Antonio Brown is trying to tell people that they was trying to snatch his chain. That's not true at all. Now, after Antonio Brown left, Adin Ross actually got a call from like the police in a venue where they claim like the police is coming, the FBI is being called, and they want the entire venue cleared out because they want to investigate for ballistics, footage, etc., etc. So the investigation is far from over. Like Antonio Brown just got released at this moment because they don't have enough to charge him with anything.
Yeah.
It's your birthday, huh?
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday,
Happy celebrating, huh?
Oh, so you go party?
Oh, we're
We're gonna have to leave in like the next few minutes because the police want to do a full investigation.
Oh my God.
Bro, they're sending the whole fucking. They're sending FBI. Yo, swear to God, or whatever, for that, or whatever, because they're. We knew real quick. Okay.
That tells me somebody is getting arrested for this. somebody is going down for this, bro. You're not firing a gun in like a packed venue like that, bro, for no reason. Now, Charleston White would actually break down, like he gives more insight into exactly what took place with Antonio Brown, and he would actually link it to his own situation where he claims, yo, I got arrested for doing the same thing that Antonio Brown just did. Now, XQC will actually reveal that the Muslim guy, they claim, had a knife with him. And apparently they're claiming that Antonio Brown might be able to get off or might be able to weasel his way out of this if he claims that he was trying to protect other people. Because the dude is running away. He's retreated. Antonio Brown pursued him, but he had a knife on him. Now, I don't know how a knife
compares to a gun.
As a public risk and a public danger, especially when there's mass security surrounding the dude, helping remove him from out the building. Antonio Brown pursuing him with a gun was unnecessary from my perspective, but hey, who knows, right? But here is Charleston White breaking down exactly why he thinks Antonio Brown will probably get arrested because his situation is similar to Antonio Brown's.
Me in the head with a pistol. I see the gun. He hold a hostage. He held everybody in the barbershop hostage. Don't let nobody leave. I go get my gun. I go pursue them. When I come out the door, they're leaving, but the guy in the passenger seat is pointing the gun at me. I chase after them. I got charged with 2 ag assaults for the same thing.
Damn.
The thing is, though, is that there's a threat to somebody else, though.
Hold on.
They're leaving. They're free.
No. But that guy, he was a threat to other people. But there's a guy with a knife.
So he got I think there's some
and somebody got a beer smashed over the head and
what?
Rage.
Damn, dude, what an event.
It was yours? I'm not sure be fast.
These are events they should not be at.
Oh my God, you scared me, bro. Are you all right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
From everything you guys have gathered so far, the full story is an altercation took place. Antonio Brown and his homies jumped the guy. Antonio Brown pursued him with a gun, apparently because he claims the guy had a knife on him. When you were nowhere near the knife, you were nowhere near the danger. Apparently, Antonio Brown was trying to play Batman. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think?
All right, so that's where we finna wrap this video up, bro. Let me know if you think he was in the wrong or in the right. we finna wrap this up right now. All right. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Other than that, catch me in the next video, and peace.